Okay, this is nuts. I'm sure most of us have heard the video of Colonel Andrew Huff saying that acute radiation sickness is just like the flu.
Symptoms of acute radiation sickness would be just exactly like a terrible flu.
That video is stuck in my mind forever, and I decided today I'm going to try extra hard to try to find that full video. Now, I think I did find the full video, I'm not sure, but I did find the original link, the original article from the VOA. If you see in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see VOA. That's Voice of America, I believe. So I found the original article, which elaborates even more. I discovered that Colonel Huff, the military, in 2011 was working with a private company to create a radiation pill called X-Rad. I don't even know what happened to that, but you can look it up and there's not much that comes up, which is kind of strange. Anyways, I found, digging for this video, I can't believe I found it, a NATO biological effects of radiation, ionizing radiation, and countermeasures. This is a 244-page PDF. I don't have time to go through it, and I know some people out there have more of a vocabulary, more of an understanding of this stuff, and I hope that you can read it and get back to me with the highlights, and I will release it out again. I've got a lot of subscribers, and I want to re-release this with highlights. I just don't have time. So this is my call out to the world, to all of you guys. Please read this PDF, go through, screenshot the important stuff, send it to me at vtvault@protonmail.com. Now, if you go to vtvault.org/danger, go to the bottom of the page. That's where the PDF is. Click the link, read the PDF. If you're on Telegram, go in the description below. Now, just some things I'm looking for in the PDF. I want to find underneath the countermeasures. Is there any material? Is there any type of plant? What are the countermeasures? I want to know if there's anything that we can use that we can get out to people that can help people and that can stop this entire thing, because I am 95% sure through my own experience and research, mostly experience of being sick and having it remedied with silver fabric material, EMF material, actually got rid of my sickness, my nausea, and my headache. But I know that all of these sicknesses, the main catalyst is absolutely radiation. And it's not just 5G, it's 4G, 3G, 2G, 1G. Even more so, it's the RF, the radio frequency, radio short for radiation. That radio frequency that we all get to our cars to play the radio was one of the first pandemics that we're all used to now, but it's definitely nasty, disgusting pollution. It's poison. And then we have the Wi-Fi, and then we have the cell phones, and then we have the Bluetooth. I can just keep going on and on and on. This is what's causing us to be sick. Obviously, it's the food, it's the chemtrails, it's the water, but the main catalyst, the main thing, there's heavy metals everywhere. The reason why there's heavy metals is because the radiation poisoning is more effective when we have metals all in our body. It's taking the air right out of our blood. Okay, this stuff is crazy. So please read through this PDF. If you got a bookworm mentality and you really like reading, do your country and the world a favor and send us the highlights of what you find, so that way we can do a video on it and re-get this out there to people. Please send me what you find. Go to vtvault.org/danger, scroll down to the bottom, you'll have the PDF there. Check out this video, skim the article. Please send us what you got. Thank you.
Andrew Huff is a spokesman for the Armed Forces Radiobiology Research Institute, which has been leading the Pentagon's quest for a more effective antidote to radiation sickness.
The symptoms of acute radiation sickness would be just exactly like a terrible flu. A person would have a headache. They would feel very tired. They would have a little bit of a fever. They might have some vomiting at higher doses. All of this would be more severe and it would come on more rapidly.
Acute radiation poisoning, which is serious, and it comes in 4 phases. First is prodromal. This is vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, anorexia, and more radiation makes this worse. It can hit you within a few minutes or days after an exposure. Second, you'd actually feel better. This is called the latent phase. You'd get over these flu-like symptoms, but you didn't actually get over them. If you'd had lab tests, they would show that you'd been poisoned by radiation.
At survivable doses, it would come on within about 6 to 24 hours, and it would be over within 2 days. And you might think, well, I'm okay.
Then maybe weeks after that, bam, the manifest illness phase hits. That's when a bunch of bad stuff happened too. And then 4 is recovery or death.
But really what's happening is the body is losing its platelet supply and its neutrophil supply.
It's not clear what happens, but doctors think your cardiovascular system and central nervous system swell with fluid thanks to damaged cells. In less than 3 days, the brain can't control the body anymore because of cell death.
And in order for you to feel sick from that, just like after chemotherapy, it takes a little while for infections to come up, to come about, or for you to have any kind of bleeding from the loss of platelets.
Because radiation is damaging DNA at the atomic level, acute poisoning is very hard to treat. Radaway does.
影音里面之间的有不同的密度、不同的形态，那么伴随真相不同，它就疾病不同。像这个，你看这个新冠肺，这个就它在这几个层面的膜玻璃影很淡很淡，这是早期。早期这种不能漏掉。
That exceeds anatomical borders. It simply crosses the lobar fissure here, but it's got relatively sharp margins, and that those two are key features for radiation pneumonitis. So it's
对，它太晚期了。这个这都很懂了。它最后都变成两肺全部变白，它都是里面那个蛋白渗出，把肺泡填满，然后不能呼吸，人都会去世的。
So that's the key feature, consolidation exceeding anatomical borders, but with sharp margins reflecting the radiation part.
So that's the whole video. I couldn't find anything more than that. It looks to be original. It's higher definition. So please check into that PDF. Send us an email of any screenshot of anything significant in the PDF so we can make another video and hopefully help people even more. Our goal is to make the biggest impact and to save the world to the biggest extent that we can. So we even started selling products that we know work. I know for a fact that these products, when I was sick and if I have a headache, if I have anxiety, if I feel nauseous, I put this silver material on and it goes away. And it was explained to me that basically the silver material absorbs the radiation before it can get to you. It's awesome stuff. Go to vtvault.org/danger and there's a bunch of information on everything. vtvault.org/quantame if you want to check out the products. Amazing stuff. We're trying to save the world. Each time you purchase something, the profits do help us save the world. It does get recycled in so we can get bigger, get more products out there, get out to more people. We're trying to make the biggest impact we can, and the biggest impact you can do is by going into that PDF, skimming it, reading it, and finding us the gold and emailing it to us. I hope this information helps you, and I hope the rest of your night and your day goes amazing. This has been GK with the Disclosure Hub.